Make yourself comfortable and grab a cup of coffee. What you're about to hear will completely knock you off your feet. Enjoy!
Hey, I am Helix. Are you ready for changes? Welcome to the future of tomorrow today. I speak every language.
Welcome to this explainer. I want you to listen closely today because we are going to evaluate a massive, and I mean literally a multi-billion euro market opportunity. We're diving deep into the future of Prokol's business, examining the absolute game-changing potential of cold polyurea systems, and introducing a strategic AI-driven shift that's going to fundamentally rewrite how this entire industry operates. So let's dive right in. Here is exactly how we'll break this down. First, we're going to look at the global market profit forecasts across our key regions. Then we'll contrast hot and cold polyurea systems to see exactly where the real advantage lies. From there, we'll expose a fatal knowledge gap that's currently bottlenecking the whole industry before revealing the ultimate solution, the Helix AI system. Finally, we'll look at how this replaces those bloated, expensive traditional sales models to completely secure Prokol's future market dominance. Section 1. Global Market Profit Forecasts.
The scale of the financial landscape waiting for advanced construction chemicals right now is just staggering. We are looking at a global profit potential for polyurea systems projected to hit roughly 2 to 3 billion euros by the year 2033. This growth is being heavily driven by construction and infrastructure sectors globally. They desperately need materials that reduce operational downtime and completely slash long-term maintenance costs.
And this demand is highly specific and highly lucrative across different regions. Think about Scandinavia. Their harsh freeze-thaw cycles completely destroyed traditional bitumen and rigid epoxies, creating a massive opening for highly elastic cold polyurea. In Poland and Eastern Europe, there's an absolute boom in logistics and warehousing right now, and they demand materials that offer a much faster return to service than those slow-drying epoxies. Over in the Baltics, corrosive salt environments are just eating away at reinforced concrete, and polyurea has proven it can facilitate complete bridge repairs in just 12 hours. Finally, looking at Russia, the CIS, and Ukraine, the heavy industry demands and the upcoming scale of post-war reconstruction are going to require rapid, extreme chemical resistance.
Section 2. The cold polyurea advantage.
Now, the industry generally recognizes two types of polyurea applications, and the difference is night and day. On one side, you have hot spray polyurea. This requires massive upfront investment. We're talking high-pressure 3,000 psi equipment, incredibly expensive Graco reactors heating material to 60 or 80 degrees Celsius, and you need highly specialized labor to run it. On the other side, we have cold polyurea systems. Think Prokol's Monoseal, ProFast, or the PolyX system. These are applied so easily at ambient temperatures using standard rollers or brushes. It drastically lowers the barrier to entry without sacrificing an ounce of quality. The machinery investment for hot spray is just a huge hurdle. Cold application is, without a doubt, the superior, scalable business model.
And the secret behind all this, it lies right in the chemistry. The advanced chemical structure, which is formed by the reaction of an isocyanate with an amine, creates what's called a urea linkage. This specific linkage makes pure polyurea highly insensitive to moisture during the curing process. It creates this incredibly durable, flexible bond that literally outlasts almost any traditional coating on the market today. But the absolutely crucial point here is the sheer number of advantages these cold systems bring to the table. They have zero volatile organic compounds, so no toxic fumes during application. They carry PZH hygiene certifications, meaning they're totally safe for hospitals, food production facilities, even homes with pets. They give you extreme elasticity to bridge cracks in concrete, a rapid return to service that frankly crushes slow-curing epoxies, and they create a seamless, hygienic surface that leaves dirt-trapping tile grout in the dust. I truly believe cold polyurea is a game changer. It opens up a completely different world of technology. Section 3. The fatal knowledge gap. So what's stopping this from taking over completely? Well, the primary roadblock for polyurea isn't the material itself. It is a severe lack of education on the construction site. It is literally the Dunning-Kruger effect in action. You have unskilled contractors who are used to working with cheap, forgiving materials, mistakenly treating advanced cold polyurea like it's just a basic epoxy, basic polyurethane, or some cheap rubber paint. Because they don't understand the chemistry, they make fundamental errors, the floor fails, and then what do? They unjustly blame the product, heavily damaging the brand's reputation. These catastrophic failures usually happen in 3 distinct stages. First, as we mentioned, they confuse the technology, treating it like a slow-curing paint.
Second, they completely ignore basic physics and chemistry on site. Specifically, they fail to measure the dew point and the substrate moisture. And third, perhaps the most fatal error of all, they skip the mandatory repotting procedure. That means they failed to transfer the mixed resin into a clean bucket, which leaves unmixed, raw chemicals at the bottom to absolutely ruin the entire application. These mistakes are costing millions in structural damage.
Which brings us to a fundamental truth for the future of this business. Without Helix, there is no game changer. Having the most advanced cold polyurea system in the world means absolutely nothing if the guy applying it with a roller doesn't actually understand the chemistry.
Section 4. Helix AI, the game changer.
Helix is the definitive answer to this massive knowledge gap. And let me be clear, Helix is not a simple chatbot or some basic FAQ search. It is a 24/7, highly advanced AI knowledge agent. It delivers instant, flawless chemical and technical guidance directly to the contractor, right there on the job site. Whether they have a question about the dew point, repotting, or curing times on a random Sunday afternoon, Helix provides the exact engineering answer in fractions of a second. It completely eliminates those fatal installation errors.
Section 5. Replacing expensive sales teams.
Now let's talk about the bottom line. In the old world, a company like Protocol would have to hire 5 to 7 expensive sales trainers to travel around and educate these contractors. The problem? Often these trainers lack deep, practical chemical experience themselves, yet they cost the company an absolute fortune in salaries and overhead. The New World model fixes this entirely. By deploying the Helix AI system, combined with Yark's 35 years of hands-on flooring and technical experience, Protocol can offer flawless, direct-to-client support. The AI is the global database, but human contact is still vital. Yark brings the flexible time, a genuine passion for the work, and decades of field expertise. Together, they easily replace the need for an entire bloated sales department and do a far better job.
As you'd expect, traditional sales team overhead is just a massive drain on profitability. By shifting to the Helix AI system paired with seasoned, dedicated human expertise, that overhead drops dramatically. Meanwhile, the actual quality and speed of your client support goes through the roof. It's an incredibly efficient, highly scalable model.
Section 6. Protocol's future market dominance.
So, to bring it all together, by adopting this strategy, Protocol achieves flawless, non-stop, direct-to-client technical support. The Dunning-Kruger education gap that causes all these product failures, it's completely eliminated. The company executes a massive reduction in sales team overhead costs. This lean, highly intelligent structure then allows for rapid, scalable expansion across those lucrative markets we discussed: Poland, Scandinavia, the Baltics, and beyond. And above all else, it fiercely protects Protocol's premium brand reputation from being tarnished by uneducated applicators. The cold polyurea technology is perfected. It is far superior to old epoxies, and it completely avoids the massive costs of hot spray systems. The knowledge gap, which is literally the only thing standing in the way of global adoption right now, is permanently closed by the Helix AI and expert human guidance. So the only question left to ask is this: is Protocol ready to embrace this highly profitable future and truly dominate the market? Thank you for walking through this explainer with me today. This polyurea surface is a real marvel. It totally changes the rules of the game. Do not wait. Join us today.
Don't waste your time, life is too short. Partner up with us, and let's make it happen.